Students from DeMatha Catholic, Springbrook, and Landon meet today on It's Academic. Hello, everybody. I'm Hillary Howard. Welcome to It's Academic, the world's longest-running TV quiz show produced by Altman Productions in association with David M. Rubenstein Productions and WETA.
Support for It's Academic has been provided by the following: George Mason University, all together different.
Call us different.
Different in where we come from,
Where we're going,
and how we think.
but the same in our dreams for tomorrow.
Driven by the pull of possibility.
To inspire,
To think fearlessly. To protect and to heal the planet. We know the world will change.
together.
We will be the ones to change it.
Call Mason different. All
Together different.
We are so happy to have you with us to watch these fine teams compete today on It's Academic. And we begin, as we always do, with a fast start. In this round, guys, questions are worth 10 points up or down. First team to buzz in gets to answer, and the students don't see what you do on your screens. Here we go. Island holiday. We can't offer you an island vacation, but we can provide you with questions about islands if you're ready. I presume you are. This Indian Ocean island is named for a December holiday. Yup, Landon.
Christmas?
Christmas it is. Pink beaches are an attraction in this country where Hamilton, Springbrook. Answer?
Bermuda?
Yeah, that's it. This large island joined Tanganyika in 1964 to form the country of Tanzania.
Zanzibar.
Yes, DeMatha, very good. People are drawn to Magnetic Island near this smallest continent. Yup, Landon.
Australia.
Correct. He wrote the book Island of the Blue Dolphins. Yeah, Springbrook.
Scott Odell?
Correct, nice. People aren't allowed on Snake Island in this largest South American country. Yep, Springbrook.
Brazil?
Brazil it is. This English poet wrote the famous line, "No man is an island" in Devotion 17. Anybody? The answer is John Donne. The Cranberry Islands are near this northernmost New England state. Yep, Landon?
Maine.
Maine it is, and that is the end of the round. Let's recap those scores. DeMatha 110, Springbrook 130, and Landon 130 points. How about we meet these teams? We begin with DeMatha Catholic from Hyattsville, Maryland, the Stags. Hello, Sasha. Good to see you.
Hi, my name's Sasha, and last summer I had the pleasure of going to France with some of the members of the French department at DeMatha Catholic High School.
So tell me about that.
Yeah, we basically went all around the country, visited a lot of historical sites and stuff like that. It's probably the most fun I've had in a week.
Wow, and you ate well.
Yeah.
You ate very well. Hello, Caleb.
Hello.
Tell me about yourself, what's going on.
Sure. My name's Caleb. I like a lot of things, primarily linguistics, as you know.
Yes.
I also like history. I'm a big fan of, medieval European history. I like languages still, but especially like classical languages like Latin and Greek. I'm in AP Latin 4 right now,
Wow.
so that's pretty fun.
So do you think you might want to teach this stuff one day?
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. All right. Well, it's nice to have you again. And Dino, we haven't met you before. Hi.
Hi, my name's Dino. In addition to doing Quiz Bowl at my school, I also do the theater program and mock trial.
Nice. Mock trial is interesting. How difficult do you find it, if at all?
It's enjoyable. It is difficult, and it's a lot of practicing, a lot of reading. But it's really like when it all comes together, like the team comes together, and you get everything. Like it's just a really good feeling, you know?
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, guys, I hope you have a good feeling after this mix and match round where questions are worth 20 points, nothing off for a wrong answer. First question. Grammar you use. Grammar is important, but if you study this phrase, you can find the hidden name of what English queen who came to the throne with her husband William in 1688? Mary it is. I sass hen. Stop bothering the chickens and rearrange these letters to name what German mercenaries who aided the English in the American Revolution.
Hessians?
Correct again. Count its corner. To count 20 more points, rearrange these letters to name the 12-year post-Civil War period when southern states were occupied by federal troops.
Reconstruction.
Reconstruction it is. Richter scale, Mohs scale, Torricelli scale. Which of these scales is used to measure earthquakes?
Richter.
Richter is right. Give until it hurts. This slogan was first used during World War I to raise money for what relief organization founded in America by Clara Barton?
The Red Cross?
Cross?
The Red Cross is right. Nicely done. DeMatha, 210 points. Let's meet the team from Springbrook, the Blue Devils. And Springbrook, by the way, is in Silver Spring, in case you didn't know. Nwamaka, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. My name's Nwamaka Agu. I go to Springbrook High School. I'm a senior there, and currently in the IB Diploma program. That's pretty fun, I would say.
Yeah. And what else do you do in your spare time?
My spare time, I do a lot of reading. I play 2 sports. I do soccer, and I run track as well. So overall, I just spend a lot of time doing a lot of different things.
Yeah, you're really, really busy. Well, it's good to see you.
See you.
Hello, Arna.
Hi, my name's Arna. I'm a senior at Springbrook High School, and I'm also in the IB Diploma program. And addition to Quiz Bowl, I also dance Bharatanatyam, which is pretty fun.
So tell us about that.
It's a classical dance form from South India, and yeah.
That's really, really cool. Nice to have you. And finally, Nabir, hello.
Hello, my name is Nabir Hassan. I'm also a senior. However, I'm not in the IB Diploma. I'm in a different program, AOIT, Academy of Information Technology. At school, I'm a part of the Math Honor Society. I'm the vice president, and I'm also the lead organizer of our school's hackathon, Brick Codes.
And what is that?
It's a countywide hackathon we do. It's a virtual 2-day. It will actually be pretty soon for us. And yeah, I'm excited for it.
All right, beautiful. Well, it's good to have you guys. And here's your first question. Universal empathy. Look at this phrase and see if you can find hidden here the name of what Massachusetts town that was without empathy during its 17th century witchcraft trials.
Salem?
Yeah. I try Q's. You'll need only one Q if you rearrange the letters in this phrase to name what United Nations Council with 5 permanent members. Answer in 3, 2.
Security.
Security?
Yeah, under the gun, you got it. You can turn this no into a positive response if you fill in the letters to name what Florida Indian tribe led by Osceola. The answer is...
Seminoles?
Yeah, that's it. Of these 3 chemical symbols, which is the symbol for calcium?
CA?
Yeah. There is always another crisis around the corner. These were the words of President Truman, who faced such crises as the 1948 Soviet blockade of what largest German city?
Berlin.
Berlin is right. Nice. Springbrook, 230 points. And now, from Bethesda, Maryland, the Landon Bears. Hello, Arthur. What's going on?
Hello, my name is Arthur. Currently, I am playing water polo, and starting around 2 weeks from now, I will be swimming in the swim team. During my free time, I'm devoting my time to starting Landon's very first rock tree club.
Rock Tree Club?
Yes.
Which is rocks and trees?
No, as in launching rockets.
Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry. Wow. It's still early for me, apparently. Well, it's very good to have you, Arthur. Hiya, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm a senior at Landon, and in addition to It's Academic, I'm the captain of our volleyball and fencing teams. So I spend my time doing that.
Another fencer. That's cool. Hey, Noah.
Hi, Hillary. I'm Noah, and I enjoy partaking in many book clubs at Landon, including leading my sophomore class book club.
And what book are you reading right now?
We are currently reading A Clockwork Orange.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Have you seen it, the movie?
I have not.
Well, you will, I'm sure. Here we go, guys. Arthur on tape. This one's for you, Arthur. Arthur on tape. You can get 20 points on this tape if you find here the hidden name of which of the Great Lakes?
Huron.
Yeah, a late crop. You'll be on time if you can rearrange the letters in this phrase to name what ancient Egyptian queen who was allied with Mark Antony?
Cleopatra.
Yes. There are 2 vowels missing from the last name of what woman, the first female American astronaut to go into space?
Ride.
Yeah. Clavicle, ulna, cranium. Your arm would be in a cast if you had broken which of these bones?
One. First one.
No, the second ulna. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. This is the credo of what winner of the Nobel Peace Prize, the chief religious leader of Tibet?
Dalai Lama.
The Dalai Lama is right. Nice, Landon, 210 points. That does it for Mix and Match. We've got the Picture Perfect round next.
I'm David Rubenstein. From the Kennedy Center and the National Archives to the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument, I've been pleased to support many important organizations and historic sites linked to American history, art, culture, education, and more. I believe giving back to our country isn't just an idea, it's an action, a patriotic action that involves all of us. And it begins with education and learning about our nation's past so that we, the people, can make a more perfect union for the future. We can do it together. Please read, learn, get involved, and make a difference.
All right, everybody, it's time for the Picture Perfect round, but let's recap those scores. DeMatha, 210, Springbrook, 230, Landon, 210 points. So, as you guys undoubtedly know, in this round, questions are worth 20 points. Up or down. First team to buzz in gets to answer. Here we go. Shown here in full autumn splendor is what type of tree whose leaf, yes, Springbrook?
Deciduous.
No, maple whose leaf appears on the flag of Canada, sorry. W.E.B. Du Bois was a founder of the Niagara Movement, which became what major civil rights organization? Usually, Springbrook?
NAACP.
You've got it. This bowl was created in the 7th century BC by what seagoing people who founded Landon? Phoenicians is right, who founded Carthage. What is the next number in this arithmetic sequence? Yep, Landon?
60.
60 it is. This is a self-portrait of what French painter? Yes,
Gauguin.
Tamatha. Yeah, Gauguin, nice. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. This observation comes from what man? South Africa's first black president.
Nelson Mandela.
Yes, that is right. Next question. Allotropic, isotopic, homologous. Forms of the same element having different properties. Yes, Landon?
Isotopic.
No, allotropic. On a visit to the United States Supreme Court, you can see this painting of what 4th Chief Justice who served in that post for 34 years. Yep, DeMatha? John Marshall is correct. Nice. Let's take a look at these scores. DeMatha, 250, Springbrook, 230, and Landon, 250 points. So, you know, it takes a lot to be on this game show. You have to think on your feet, you have to know a lot, and you have to really retrieve it quickly. So let's talk about the coaches that help prepare these kids for competition. DeMatha, we'll start with you, Caleb.
All right. Our coach is Mr. Hager. He's a wonderful chemistry teacher, and he's a huge inspiration to me and probably everyone else. And yeah, he's just awesome. Just, yeah.
Nice to have you, Mr. Hager. And Springbrook, Arna.
Hi. Our coach is Mr. Canuck. He taught us chemistry and is currently the IB Diploma Coordinator. He's really taught us a lot and supported us through our journey.
Fabulous. Great to have you as well. And to Landon. Ryan?
Our coach is not only a longtime ITSAC coach, but also a great Spanish teacher and a really good figure in our language department, Ms. Chambers.
Fabulous. Really great to have you all here. Well, now that we've done all of those introductions, it's time for the packet round, and you guys know how this works. We have packets 3, 2, 1, or 1, 2, and 3, whichever way you want to look at them. DeMatha answers questions first. Springbrook, what packet is going to be?
1.
1. Why not? Why not 1?
All right.
Here we go. DeMatha. A million-year-old fossil is believed to be the oldest known ancestor of both vampire squids and what modern 8-tentacle aquatic creatures?
Octopus?
Yeah, that's it. Botticelli painted a lovely picture of what classical goddess of love and beauty who sprang from the sea? Yeah, Venus. Scholars rejoiced in 2003 when the University of Texas placed on the internet its priceless edition of a 15th century Bible made by what German printer?
Gutenberg? Gutenberg?
Sounds right.
Gutenberg is right. Here's your science question.
Ooh. English?
Yes.
Formic acid, acetic acid, francium. Which of these is a colorless, pungent liquid found in the stinging venom of ants?
Formic acid.
You are right. In an 1895 ruling, the Supreme Court rejected what federal tax that was later established by the 16th Amendment to the Constitution?
Do you know this? Huh? Poll tax?
No, income tax. Most poetry is divided into verses, but there are 12 books in the Aeneid, the epic poem of what ancient Roman poet?
Virgil.
You are right. Here's your math question. You would tip what amount of money if you tip 15% on a bill of $120?
1.8.
Just one.
Answer?
1.8.
Well, no, it's 18.
Oh.
You're a decimal point off. Sorry about that. There are 6,000 inhabited islands and even more uninhabited islands in what country whose capital is Jakarta?
Indonesia.
Indonesia is correct. Nicely done, DeMatha. 370 points. All right, Springbrook, you're up. Landon, what's it going to be, 2 or 3?
2.
2. In ascending order. Okay. Springbrook. The Gospel of St. Luke includes a parable about what sort of livestock of which the cloned dolly is an example?
Cows.
Close, but no, sheep. To understand the effects of outer space on seed growth, 600,000 seeds of what vegetable, the main ingredient in ketchup, were sent to the International Space Station?
Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's tomatoes. The comment, I am tired and sick of war, its glory is all moonshine, was made by what Union general who pursued glory by marching through Georgia?
Ulysses S. Grant.
No, Sherman, William Tecumseh Sherman. Here's your science question. Volts, ergs, ohms. Electrical resistance is measured in which of these units?
Ohms.
Yes, it is. In 1995, a peace memorial was established on what O-initialed Pacific island, honoring the over 230,000 people who died there during World War II?
Okinawa.
That is right. A line from Shakespeare's play The Tempest provided the 3-word title for what futurist novel by Aldous Huxley?
Brave New World.
Yes, it is. Here's your math question. Solve for x.
X equals 25.
X does equal 25. Nice, Springbrook. A diplomat sent to Addis Ababa would be serving in what African country once ruled by Haile Selassie?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia is right. Nice, Springbrook. 350 points. And packet number 3 for Landon. Guys, international shipping patterns changed dramatically in 1869 with the opening of what Middle East canal?
Suez.
Yes, it is. Ralph Waldo Emerson's poem about the shot heard round the world was written in tribute to what Revolutionary War battle fought near Lexington?
Concord.
Yeah. You'd have really bad luck if you broke all the mirrors in the Hall of Mirrors in what French palace where the treaty was signed ending World War I?
Versailles.
Yes. Here's your science question. Of these three compounds, which one is a basic anhydride?
The first one?
Yes, sodium oxide is right. Though he was almost 7 feet tall, what 17th to 18th century Russian Tsar was called the Great because of his actions, not his height?
Alexander.
No, it's Peter. In 19th century America, only the Bible sold more copies than what anti-slavery novel by Harriet Beecher Stowe?
Uncle Tom's Cabin.
That's it. Here's your math question. If the vertex angle of this right triangle is 30 degrees, what is the measure of the exterior angle x?
120.
Yeah. In 1916, the United States sent Marines to occupy what Caribbean country that borders Haiti on the island of Hispaniola?
Dominican Republic.
That is right. Nice, Landon. 390 points. That does it for the packet round, but don't go anyplace because the grab bag is next.
Hello, I'm David Rubenstein. Did you know that Frederick Douglass was originally named Frederick Bailey? After escaping slavery, he changed his last name to Douglas from a character in the poem Lady of the Lake by Sir Walter Scott. I'm David Rubenstein, reminding you to read, learn, get involved, and make a difference.
It is the grab bag round. Anything can happen. Guys, questions are worth 20 points up or down. And once again, first team to buzz in gets to answer. You might send a Valentine to what southwestern state admitted to the Union on February 14th?
Arizona.
Yeah, very nicely done, Springbrook. Animal experts got a shock several years ago when they learned that an electric blanket had been swallowed by what type of large P-initialed snake?
Python.
Yeah, Landon, python it is. Between 1966 and 1976, the U.S. Treasury did not issue any bills of what denomination featuring a picture of Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, DeMatha.
$2 bills?
$2 bill is it on your screens. This is the handwriting of what Russian monk who wielded extraordinary influence over Tsar Landon?
Rasputin.
That is right. Leonard Wood was the general officially in charge when the Rough Riders captured what Cuban hill in the Spanish-American War? Yeah, DeMatha.
San Juan Hill.
Very good. What is the perimeter of a rhombus if one side? And that is the end of the game. Great job, everybody. Stay with us because we're going to tabulate those scores and be back with the official numbers in just a minute.
I'm David Rubenstein, and I believe giving back is something we all can do. Many students are getting involved in their communities in important ways. I've asked them to share with us how they're making a difference.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm a junior at Dominion High School. Recently, I signed up to be a volunteer firefighter at my local firehouse near my home, Sterling, and I'll start training in 2025. I believe that being a volunteer firefighter really lets you have a new insight on the community and what it means to be there to protect and serve for people, and you get to have an understanding about how you can make people feel safe and secure despite potential homeowner risks. And I really think that if no one else can do it, I should, because I really believe that I should help my community that way.
Like these students, you too can help improve the lives of so many people by volunteering in your town and community. Please read, learn, get involved, and make a difference.
Now a question for our viewing audience. When Woodrow Wilson was president of Princeton University, what student threw a beer bottle through his window? It was Eugene O'Neill, who later won the Nobel Prize for Literature. Back to the game. The scores are now official. We begin with Springbrook High School, the home of the Blue Devils. Nwamaka, Arna, and Nabir, 370 points. From DeMatha Catholic High School, the Stags, Sasha, Caleb, and Dino, 410 points. And coming back for the playoffs, Landon High School, the Bears, Landon School, Arthur, Ryan, and Noah, 430 points. Great job, guys. Hold on. Who's your mascot?
It's just the bear.
Just the bear. So the bear brings luck.
Yes, it does.
And you bring the skill.
Yes.
All right, very good. Hey, we're so glad to have you with us. We'll see you next time. Everybody, remember, it's academic. Bye.
Support for It's Academic has been provided by the following: George Mason University. All together different.
Call us different.
Different in where we come from
Where we're going,
and how we think.
but the same in our dreams for tomorrow.
Driven by the pull of possibility.
To inspire,
To think fearlessly. To protect and to heal the planet. We know the world will change.
together.
We will be the ones to change it.
Call Mason different. All
Together different.